Throughout the age of film and animation, the method known as stop motion has stood out. Stop motion is an old film technique used in animation throughout the 20th century. Stop motion works by taking multiple pictures of an object, usually a toy or puppet. The photographer will carefully move the object and take another picture, which after taking multiple photos will create an optical illusion that the object is moving. This method first appeared in the late 19th century and was used commonly in many silent films in the early 20th century. Around this time, Claymation was invented, which is a variation of stop motion where clay models were used, which is a technique used to this day. As time went on, stop motion was used in many other films for special effects. In the 1920s and 30s, two famous monster films were made. They included The Lost World and King Kong, which have been classics to this day. They both used stop motion to animate the special effects of the monsters in the movie. After the age of silent films ended, stop motion continued to be used for special effects in movies throughout the rest of the century. One known company was Rankin-Bass Productions, which produced several classical television specials which are still known to this day. These include Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Jack Frost, and the Little Drummer Boy. Around this time, the franchise Gumby started, which was entirely claymation and was a huge cultural icon. In the 70s and 80s, stop motion thrived with many classic live-action movies using stop motion for special effects, including the AT-AT walkers in Star Wars and the ghosts in the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark, as well as the final shots of the original Terminator movie. From then on, in the 90s and 2000s, there were several full-length stop-motion animated movies like The Nightmare Before Christmas, Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit, Chicken Run, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and several others. Also, in recent years, the studio Laika has produced 5 feature films, including The Box Trolls, Kubo and the Two Strings, and most recently, The Missing Link. The studio has won several awards and is known for their techniques, including the use of 3D printed parts for puppets. As of 2019, there are many stop-motion films outside of movies. For instance, fans of franchises such as Lego or Transformers produce fan-made stop-motions, and sometimes even the companies themselves have produced stop-motion films for YouTube or other websites. Lego, for instance, has a long history involving stop-motion. Due to the large amounts of Lego stop-motions, they have been dubbed brick films. The first known brick film was called In Rise to Moon, Danish for Journey to the Moon. It was made in 1973, and soon after there were many brick films made in the 80s and 90s which grew more popular because of the internet. In the 2000s, Lego created a theme called Lego Studios that encouraged brick filming. In the 2000s and 2010s, the amount of Lego stop motions filled YouTube. Thousands of channels produced videos for their favorite Lego themes, including Ninjago, Chima, Bionicle, and many more. Even I have made a 20-minute stop motion for Lego Bionicle's 17th anniversary. Even Lego themselves have made countless stop-motion shorts on their website, YouTube, and other sites, although the cartoons and movies are still made with CGI. Here are some Ninjago stop-motion shorts I have produced myself. When making stop motions, the green screen effect must be done carefully in order to make a working stop motion. Also, the camera must be steady so that the scene will not constantly jump around, which will look terrible to the viewer. If the camera is properly restrained and the green screen does not have many problems, there can be some interesting stop-motion effects. For instance, here is a video I made myself. Although there are a few problems with Lazaru and shadows, this is the best stop-motion I have made, so I decided to show it in the video as an example. Here is a larger example using Cole's mech from the 2014 line Rebooted. When animating larger figures, some people use tape or sticky tack on their feet to keep them from falling over. In this brief video, I restrained Cole's mech by putting tape on its feet. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this history of stop motion throughout the last century. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please check out some of our other videos.